Hello everybody and welcome back here to High Button Sports as we get set for our second of 3 games here during the nightcap on Friday, March 8th as the West Hants Warriors taking on Chebucto. We are right at it as out of the gate, that one shot down. It'll be picked up by West Hants looking for a lead pass in through the middle. Quickly laid off with a big hit here in front. And it's flicked on back. That one's grabbed by McFetridge. McFetridge up the right side. Turned over. Playing off the boards to themselves down low, trying to get that puck by. West Hants fires that one across, and now it's hustled after. Ran off into the end boards there as McFetridge again as he's active here early on his first shift. Nice pass that whips across there to Dowden Haynes. And picked up by Dykins, number 97. The only 97 I usually watch in blue and orange. It's one to Connor McDavid, but I like to see that out there. And these jerseys actually kind of look like the Oilers' third jersey. So nice to see a little 97 out there down the right side. Now we're just looking for a 29. As that one steered off into the corner, and it looks like they actually do have a 29. Shot into the end boards. That one's going to be swept on. And a little bit extra time with it allows Bond to work that around. Bond into the right side corner. It's kicked on back and chased into the end boards. Onto the stick there of Patterson. He gets it up there to Dykins. Dykins try to move that through the offensive zone. Turned over, and now here comes Cook. Cook drops that pass back. Shot now from distance, and it hits the end boards. Up here in front. Stick kind of coming down on the back, but it's into the wall. Hit laid in along the half wall. West Hants keeps it in, shot, and that'll be the first official shot of the game coming off the stick there, number 14, Brandon Cook. Cook gets the shooting start. Ben Pride in net there on the other side. That one back, West Hants. Into the left side, it hits a skate and now bouncing it around. Delayed offside, but fished back in behind. Grabbed there by Smiley. Back up the right side, and a little flick pass, jumps over the stick, is taking the eye off the puck and letting it go by there was Mateo Henneberry. Down into the right side and now into the end boards. Smiley in on it. 2-on-1 now, 2-on-2 down low. As they battle for this puck. In along the end boards now. Chop that. Rolls back out off the stick and will be back to the blue line. Pulling back around in the corner and a little stick lift, but Chebucto able to come out with it. Trying to lead that puck up ahead. There's Metledge, seen that name before. Doing some Chebucto games over the past 3 years. Now down the right side. Stopping up, played through the middle, and it'll be swooped back out and exiting the zone. Knocked back in. And down the right side, here they come. It'll be along the end boards again, and a quick steer in front. That one rolls off the stick. There, Bond, who is trying to get something going there for Chebucto. Corralled again, Jollymore, another familiar Chebucto name. Drops back that pass, right side, shot, tries to steer in, and it just rolls off the post. Now, sent back in the opposite direction. And we'll get a whistle here on the icing with 10:42 left to go in the first, and only one shot, but pretty even back and forth going on here to start us out. Like I said, my name's Jeff Warburton, taking over for the rest of the tournament. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning with the 2 semifinals, and then our final game tomorrow at 4:30 right here at the Ameris Center. That one's grabbed there by Dykins. He's able to work that around the lake, but then eventually falls out. Chebucto into the glove there and quickly corralled there by number 29. I was looking for Colton Phillips. And sent in. There's an 18 out there. So a couple of Oilers numbers. Just missing a 25 and a 93. We got the 91 out there for Kane. And I'm liking these West Hants jerseys the more and more I look at them. Big Oilers fan. Bit of a quiet day here today. I mean, I don't know how Vegas keeps pulling these trades off, but I'm going to put on my brave face and believe that we could beat them this time around. As another exciting year in the NHL. Real tight this year. That one over on the half wall. Picked up and flicked in across, trying to move that out towards the middle. West Hants picks it up, and Dykin goes for a skate here on the right side. Gets jammed off along the boards, but keeps the head down and keeps moving. He's now gets folded over in the corner, but draws a penalty. And we'll have our first power play. Dykin goes around, picks it up on the other side. Shot from distance, hits a foot. Looking to jump up on the play. Whistle goes as Caleb Corkin touches it up. But that'll be a cross-checking call. And Chebucto to the bench, or to the box. And this place filling up here as the night continues on. I gotta imagine it's gonna be a good crowd for the hometown Cougars taking on the West Colchester Cobras, I believe. In our final game of the night, two top teams in the divisions. The two divisions going at it. And looking forward to that one, but we've got business to take care of here and a good start to this one. And a player down, and that'll be 5-on-3 for an extended time. You almost want to let them touch it up, but they got the goalie out, so it'll be 6-on-4. Back to the blue line. That one with a save made, but the damage has been done. Ben Pride gets the save, but with 8:53 left to go in the first, it'll be a minute and 30 seconds flat of 5-on-3 time, and a great chance here for West Hants to be the first to strike. Drops back onto the left side. Played back down, trying to come up with it. It was sliced at, and now coming in around, hand pass. And the face-off will come out. It's a bit of a bounce there for Chebucto. He's got a minute and 19 to kill off the 5-on-3. That one comes back in around. Still very early in this game. We're just approaching halfway through the first. Over on the left side. Stops up and try to pull back in. Holding up and a hard pass across. Time to shoot and a glove save. Took a bit of time to call it down was Moore. And now back in the other way, and a rush stopped up. Here comes Moore. Looking for Moore. Down the right side. I'll only make that joke once, but he heads into the right side corner. It's freed up. West Hants holds. Back to the line. Oh, and it rolls under the stick there of Phillips. And not ideal with just 35 seconds left now in the 5-on-3. Pass gets across. Brought in over the blue line on the left side. All the way down along the end boards, and not too many chances here for West Hants. 19 seconds left on it. Tries to get it in tight, but it rolls off the stick, and another bounce here for Chebucto. Into the skates of Phillips. Brought it in onside, but then it's whistled down. And the face-off will head over, and it'll be just 9 seconds And then it'll be another 30 of 5-on-4, but Chebucto holding it tight and putting the puck in. Dump and chase on the 5-on-3 power play. Coming out with it, West Hants. Spinning and gets it out. And they're 27 seconds away from getting through the extended 5-on-3. Picked up and rifled down low there by Dyson Cook. That one's going to bounce off the end boards. Over to the half wall now. West Hants. Over here to Dykins. Dykins picking up speed on the left side. Stick coming in. Chop it away. 2 seconds to go to 5-on-5, and a quick save there, and a good one by Pride as he comes up with a big one at the end. And now we're back to even strength with 6:46 left to go in the first. Chebucto now picks it up. Chebucto getting the feet moving down the left side. Shot from distance. That one past the glove of the goalie and past the net. Back in behind. Smiley. Settled down, and Pride stops it up. Pass across. That one back to 66, and man, what a great plethora of numbers. I don't see any 99s, but at this point I wouldn't be surprised for the West Hants Warriors. That one's sent back down low. Up to the middle. Trying to pull that in around. Right side, shot steered into the corner. That one moving and chopping away for it, trying to come up with it, but it's picked up and worked back in. They also have an 87 on West Hants, so just picking all the best numbers, and like I said, I love it here. An 87, a 97, a 66. You don't see those on the minor league teams every day, and now with 5:32, we get a whistle and another penalty. Chebucto as Morgan Bond heading off now, so you kill the 5-on-3, and the marching band of the penalty box, not what Chebucto needs here in this 0-0 game approaching the end of the first. Just one shot on goal for Chebucto, 4 for West Hants. One back to the line, and that's a hard shot that gets steered in, and it's in the feet. It'll be chopped over to the right side. Swung at. Here comes Chebucto. Pinched off into the boards. West Hants down the left side. Trying to find some open room. Hits the pad. Worked back in down to the hash mark. Shot stopped. Chebucto gets it past the stick. Heads on back. 1:22 left to go here in the penalty. Calm down and hitting behind, and not too much urgency here on this power play, just like the first one. And it's played into the left side corner. Chebucto looking for a stick lift there is McFetridge. Jumps on the stick and pinched in. There was Cale Brown, but it's sent in behind, and now 44 seconds and having a hard time setting up here. The boys in blue and orange. That one shot with the save made, and now the captain here, Cale Brown, bringing it in, number 77. Can't get it squared away, but gets it out in front here. Now a chance from distance, blocked in front, man, and can't guide that puck in. They're getting their chances at it, but just having a hard time getting that last flick of the wrist on, making that puck head in. Up the boards, West Hants calming it down. Lead pass, trying to move it in and taking the body, and a nice check laid there by number 19, Blake McPherson. In the corner. Pulls back in, and it's Into the shin pads and the pants. Grab now. Refuse with it, refuse. 91 tries to get it centered, but it's Chebucto into the glove, and now we're officially back at even strength. Still 0-0. Only 6 total shots in the period. That one's sent in. Save made, and they're going to keep playing. Shot down for what will be an icing. 2:42 left to go in the first, and we just like to we'd like to thank Bear River First Nation for their generous support of the inaugural George Fletcher Invitational. Face off will be here on the right. That one's one back, and Chebucto on a circle back. 2:33 to go here in the first. Onto the stick and sent back and around. Patterson up the wall. Chebucto. Bounce pass, but a little too far out of the reach. West Hants picks it up. D-to-D pass. Gets a big reaction from the crowd. West Hants dropped over, and Dykins couldn't grab it. It doesn't seem like West Hants are totally on the same page right now. 3 power plays, nothing to show for it here in the first. Down the right side. Patterson gets it back to his D. Picked up by Chebucto. That one's handed off on the right side. Chebucto over the blue line. And along the end boards. Rolls back on the stick. Lake with the lead pass there. Catching Dykins. Dykins now in stride on the left side. 90 seconds to go in the period. Shot. Save made. Face-off will be here on the left as we approach the end of the first period here. That one's grabbed and back to the line, shot high. Chased after on the right side. It'll be a couple stick lifts in behind. In along the end board, still going for it. Chebucto, big step up hit there. West Hants. So West Hants doing a good job at hemming in the zone. It's just about getting those grade A chances that lead to the goals. That one a big shot. Falls down as it hits the glove there. Pride makes the initial save. Last minute of play here. Chebucto jumps the stick. It'll be sent back for an icing with 44 remaining. Chebucto parents wanting the whistle there, but looked like a pretty big clear to me. Pretty clear. And just 10 shots total. 4 for West Hants. 4 for Chebucto, 6 for West Hants. And what has been not a high chance sort of period. Down along the end boards. Refuse tries to get that in front, but he'll hold on to it. Hard pass up the boards, needs to be corralled. Brown into the right side. Centering, stopped. Pass gets off this time around. And it'll be chipped in behind. Trying to catch up to it. Chebucto back in behind on the left side. 15 seconds to play. A chance here. Pass in front. And too hot on the stick there. Hartling. And it's knocked back in. And big 77. Cale Brown has seen a lot of minutes here in this first period. But it'll end 0-0. And we'll be back in about 30 seconds for the second. All right, back here for second period action as we continue on to game 2 of our nightcap with 15 fresh minutes on the clock and a 0-0 score. So West Hants with a bit of an edge, 3 penalties for Chebucto that period, but still 0-0, and the shots and the gameplay have been pretty tight. So we should be in for a good 2 periods here, and now a penalty coming. And off to the box again is Chebucto. And it'll be to the power play for West Hants for their 4th power play in just over a period. Just 30 seconds over that period mark. Lots of Chebucto faithful here. Picked up near the blue line. Shot into a shin pad, coming out with it. Chebucto forced to retreat back, and we'll get the big slapper that wraps those end boards. Handed off, West Hants. Up and behind, it gets nice stick lift there as sticking with it. Brady Stanford shot. Number 34. Can we think of any good NHLers with the number 34? It's sent back and behind and into the corner. Picked up now by Chason. Chason looking for a lead pass up the boards, or sends a lead pass up the boards, which is knocked back and behind for Chason. Patterson now. Patterson spinning around. Over to the right side and brought in over the blue line. Shot from distance into the end board. Stick lifted. Spun around. Kept in on the blue. Oh no, and just too far for KB, Cale Brown. And he wants an instant replay. And us at High Button can give it to him. I think it was an offside, unfortunately. Over on the left. Just get caught up near center. Linesman, I think, may have taken that one off the shin or the back of the leg. Steer it up ahead now. Offside there for Sire. And I know I keep harping on the jerseys, but another interesting thing is how many jerseys do you see with the singular number that will put the 0 in front? That's just for us jersey nerds at home, but I don't see that much on the minor hockey teams. The extra 0, but only 2 players with single digits for the West Hants side, so not quite sure. Picked up off the half wall, and that one will be sent back in. Rolling down along the end boards here, trying to pick up on it. It's in the feet and now advanced ahead. West Hants out of the reach. Bounces, and will be picked up here by Lazzarotto. Lazzarotto has a man coming out of the penalty box looking for him and won't hit him. Bit of a stretch in behind. That one would have been a tough one to corral as it's picked up now by Cale Brown. Brown up through the middle. Brown into the left side. He gets spun around. Picked up by Chebucto. Going at it there on the boards, and it'll be freed. Coming up the left side, has to stay on side, they do. Pushing and shoving as Chebucto muscles their way in, and it's steered into the right side corner. Jaden Buckley into a glove there. West Hants picks it off. 2-on-2 coming off the heat there. Cale Brown as he shoots one in, and there'll be save made with 11:37 left to go here in the second. Face off. One back, step up, low shot, rebound, and a nice chance, but a save made as that one rolls off the end of the stick there, Cook, and now West Hants looking to get that puck in tight. Chebucto hemmed in their own zone here a bit. Into the right side corner. Chased after and picked up by McFetridge. He shoots it over the head for the rainbow shot, and that will be too much on it for the icing. Face off here on the right side. We see down at the bottom of our screen there, West Hants coach getting a word in with young Caleb Corkum. He seems to be listening in, talking to the forwards. Into the shin pad. Chebucto now looking to work it out. Bringing that over the blue line. It'll be passed across and cut up at the last moment for a good save by the defender there, which looked to be Evan Patterson. Pass gets handed off on the left side. Led ahead through the middle. Into the middle again. Backhand shot that gets steered away. Back to the blue line. Chebucto shot in. Covered up for a nice clean save. Number 72, Josh Cook. Face off will be on the left side. One back and just chased after into the corner here. Fanned on the puck. Chebucto maybe a little too worried about the hit coming in from Hartling there. Stays in the zone. Pinched in down low is Creelman and it's sent in behind. But Chebucto bailed out by the other defender, trying to get that puck moving north. Back in behind, Dykins with it. Dykins has some room on the right side, lets a hard shot go. Covered up, 10:04 left to go in the second. Save was made. Back to the blue line, shot. Oh, and that one catching something there for West Hants as player moves off. It was either, I think it was Caden Moore who had to head off there, and now up ahead, right side, shot too high. Falls down. Tried to steer back out in front. Chebucto cut back around. Played off into the wall. Gonna come out with it. Chebucto takes the hit. Pass gets across, and now it'll be corralled there by Brown. Hustled after on the other side. Chebucto still with it. Moving and shaking now up through the middle. Brought in over the blue line. Down the left side they come. Holds up, looking for that centering pass, and it's kicked away. That gets a big reaction from the crowd as Chebucto into the offensive zone for the first time in a little while. Now coming out with it, though, the other way. Corkum's got numbers. Corkum elects to shoot. Hits the side of the net. Stick lifted up through the middle. Chebucto picked up and fires that around the end boards. Grabbed there by Ward. Ward takes the hit back there. Hit late again. That one's up off the wall and it's back in behind. Smiley trying to play that out. Free puck for a moment. Chebucto spins around on it, but it's pushed up the right, no icing. And hustle there by Sullivan McKenzie as he skates by it. In through the middle. Has to tag up. McKenzie looking to stick with it on the left side. He's going against Metledge. Metledge spins and passes that one. In through the middle, Chebucto. West Hants bobbing and weaving. Maybe a good time to lay a hit there in the middle, but coming out with it on the left side. Passed across, it's in the blue paint, and it rolls away. Now grabbed and sped it out in front. They score through the 5-hole, and finally burying one is West Hants after all sorts of pressure. And on the third look, the goal scorer, Brady Stanford, number 34, 7:37 left to go in the second as we're about halfway done this game. West Hants go up 1. Now down the left side. Chased after and looking for more. Tried to get that centered. It hits the side of the net. Spinning around. Puck gets knocked over. Here comes Chebucto down the right side. In on the end boards. In behind. Patterson gets it across. Back to the blue line. Rolls up. Falling in front, Chebucto. In along the end boards. Left side. Still with control. Pass to that across and enters back in. West Hants on the end boards, picked up by Patterson. He'll try to get it. He'll slap at it. And that one will go for an icing with 6:38 left to go in the second. So remember, we'll have our break after the second period, but been a great game here with just the one goal being the difference, but 7 shots only for Chebucto, 11 for West Hants, but back and forth. Pretty even as the fans start to roll in and get ready for our next game. Up through the middle. Left side, puts that around Sire. Picked up on the other side, Dykins. In front, backhand, stopped into the feet. It'll come back to the blue line, steps in, shot blocked. Left side, another shot there as it rolls off the stick of Phillips. Just pulling around for Cale Brown. Brown down low, into the feet. Shot into the end boards. 6 minutes flat left to go in the second. Picked up. Chebucto. Backing around. Shot from distance. That one's going to head all the way back to Brown. Cale Brown has been all over it here for his team. Looking for one to extend that lead. Spun around. Hits the stick. And we'll head back in there to Phillips. Phillips played across to Martin. Martin knocked away off his stick, and it's Cook. Hands it off there to Sullivan McKenzie. McKenzie tries to get the centering pass. It's rolling around. In front, wide open. Rolls off the stick. Oh, man. Now, what an opportunity that was. As another one that'll keep you up at night looking at the ceiling, wondering where it all went wrong. Ashton Lake with a good chance there, number 87. But it'll remain 1-0 here with 5:15 to go in the second. Back down on the right side. Smiley works it in. It's picked up by Cook. Cook along the end boards. He'll hold on to it as Chebucto closes in. Onto the blue line. Sent. Tried to snare at that puck, but it heads in behind. Up through the feet. Puck heads on back. Ward stops up. Falling down there with 4:35 to go. Picked up and worked across by Stanford. Lead pass misses. And that'll go for the icing. 4:25 to go here in the second. And like I said, this place continues to fill up by the minute. We're going to have our big night game at 8 p.m. with the hometown Cougars taking on West Colchester, the 2 first-place seeds heading into tomorrow. We'll meet in the round robin. A rare sight to see, but exciting nonetheless. Place is going to be juiced. Over to the right side. Picked up. West Hants looking to get that up ahead. Odd man rush. Chance for a pass. Oh, and misses. As Stanford couldn't get a hold of it, but it's shot on and finished off through the 5-hole. Caden Moore will make it 2-0 late in the second period. So stuck with it and able to finish it off. Good job there. And if you're not able to make that next game, like I said, it will be busy in here. But if not, of course, you can follow along at High Button at home, as we're here for all the action from here until that final buzzer tomorrow night. Chebucto now down 2. It's only 7 shots and need to get themselves back in this game. They were able to hold on for the first. Second brings 2 goals to the West Hants side. Chipped in behind, and now an odd man rush potentially. Pass gets up ahead. Looking for some more down there as Stanford's buzzing number 34. Shot back on the left side. Pulling out to the middle. Shot misses. 3:29 remaining in the second. Pass gets across. Chebucto led ahead into a shin pad. Brought back in. West Hants looking to move it into the right direction. Dykins heading north off the crossbar for a 97. And that'll be another whistle, but another great chance for the boys in blue. 3:13 to go in the second. And that's kind of the thing about when you have these intermissions is if you're Chebucto, you just want one here to get yourself back in it. If with your West Hants, you either want to hold on to this 2-goal lead or get another one just because it changes the dynamic in the locker room. If you're down 2 or 3, it's a lot different than being down 1, so that speech is going to look different from the coach. The things to point out are going to look different from the coach. So I always say the few minutes before heading to the dressing room always important, and right now we are right at that point with 2:47 to go in the second before our break. Over on the right side, that one's going to fall back into the end boards. Picked up now and fired off the boards by Creelman. Can't quite get it out as West Hants just having the number on that blue line right now. Need a cleaner breakout here from Chebucto. To the line is just firing it to that blue line, not working out for them right now. We'll try again. Stopped again. West Hants passed off. 2:18, and it'll be fired back into the end boards. Creelman. Just up ahead. Comes back down, and easy clear there with 2 minutes to go. Steps up on it. Frees it for a moment. Chop that onto the left side. Steering ahead. Looking to go back in behind, and it's picked up left side. Hit late as they try to catch up to it on the boards, and it's final 98 seconds now remaining in the second. West Hants, see that puck just stuck in their own end and exhausted out there. As West Hants beating Chebucto to the puck in their own end, and now on the clearing attempts, it's turned over, and a shot that goes wide. Got to survive for the next 80 seconds. Up through the middle, finally getting it out, and now desperately needing a change. All those boys should be heading off for a change. Only 2 of them elect to do so. Here we go, and now the change will come. So smart move there, but at that point, it's any means necessary, getting fresh bodies. Last minute to play here in the second. Spinning around, looking for a stick lift. Chebucto up through the middle. Down the right side, it'll be onside, but then it's poked right back out. 47 seconds now. Chop that. Sent into the pads and picked up now. Chebucto looking for a shot, but stick handling and can't get anything off. Too much time holding on to it in front. Had to get the shot off a lot earlier than that. 19 seconds, 8 shots to 13, 21 total in the game. Moving up ahead. That one comes on back, little handoff play. Now bring it in. Chance for one there is Jollymore, but it's sent in around. Cut off along the boards, and that'll do it. So, 2-0 at the end of 2. We'll be back for the third period in about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, we are back here for our third and final period between West Hants and Chebucto. As 2-0 lead here for West Hants after a strong second period. Trying to finish out this one as we are in our second of 3 games here tonight. Our last one coming up shortly after this in about a half hour's time. We got a game to finish up here as 2-0 is the lead. From the line, shot scores, and Chebucto right back in it to start the period as this place fills up for our next game. A goal in the first 30 seconds puts them right back in it, a low seeing eye shot. And we'll head back to center and new life there for Chebucto. That one back and over to the right side. West Hants trying to push that one up ahead. It'll be picked up. Chebucto shoots that. Knocked in. Grabbed now by Dykins. Dykins going for a skate, rolling off his stick, and it'll be covered up. McFetridge gets the goal there, number 8. As he scores a big one. Seeing eye shot that makes it through. And the face-off will be on the left side. Pulled back around. West Hants trying to get that one right back. We're looking good in the second and first. Up through the middle. That one's knocked back in around as they battle for that. Heads on back for Chebucto and hits the boards to center. Dumped on down. Picked up by Metledge. Metledge in the corner. He has to try to corral it, but it's steered off into the corner. Grabbed by Dyson Cook. Dyson Cook now trying to move it up ahead. West Hants keeps it in. They've done such a good job of that all game long, holding that blue line. Now it comes out. Grabbed there by Cale Brown, fires it in. Hits the end boards. Picked up by Cook. Back in behind, trying to knock that one in near center. Chebucto kicking around at it. Picked up by West Hants. Out the left side and a good cut move, finding some open room. Trying for a 3-on-2 back the other way. Shot scores! And that one hits a stick. It takes a funny bounce. And a big one there for West Hants to get one back right away. And that might be one of the ones we look back on as Chebucto some momentum off that early goal, but back to a 2-goal lead. And one you know, Ben Pride, who's had a pretty good game, would have loved to have back. 3 goals on 14 shots. Hits the blue line and now hustling it back down. Chased after, hits the end boards. Flicked it back over. In between the legs, trying to get that puck ahead. Tough to do so. Hits the end boards and bounces back onto the stick there. Some pressure though. Chebucto, good job creating the turnover. Over on the left side boards now. Gets knocked into the middle. And chased after in behind. 12 minutes to go here in the third. And we head back over. Good energy in here, especially through the first 3 minutes of this third period. Worked over onto the boards. Big wind-up shot that hits the end boards and falls over into the half wall. Back down low. Chebucto comes up with it, falling down, trying to chase after it. Coming out with it on the left side. Shot scores! And they get one to put them right back in it. 3-2. Stepping out and working one by Josh Cook. as that one finished off. It looks to be number 12, Josh Hartling. And we'll head back to center, returning to 1 goal. And I think we're in for a heck of a finish here, folks. If the first 3 minutes are based off anything. Picked up by Chebucto. Trying to swing on that puck. It'll come back around, and offside was Sullivan McKenzie. His line mate, Dykins, looking to go off for a skate. Right down there, a young brother playing one of the iPhone games, and it just reminds me of when I was a kid. I kind of grew up right as the iPods were coming out and all the apps and everything like that, so I can certainly remember sitting at my brother's provincials in Stellarton playing some iPhone games, trying to make the time pass. That one over to the left side, and a nice pass in front and a shot at, thinking it was in, but the save gets made. I think I was more of a Fruit Ninja type of guy, though, back in the day. Those are some of the original iPhone games. So we've all been there at the siblings hockey games. It's funny, you never know how it's going to turn out, because now, about 15 years later, here I am sitting here doing some more games and wouldn't want to be doing anything else. A great third period here in front of us. 1 goal game with 11 minutes to go. West Hants trying to restore their 2-goal lead. Into the corner. That one's going to fall back in behind. Chebucto on the left side. Trying to pick it up. West Hants back in. Easily gloved down there by Creelman. Creelman up the right side. No ice. Chased after. Patterson's going to get to that first as we jump inside 10 minutes here shortly. Chebucto, a quick shot. Rebound comes out. Pulled over on the right side. Down into the right side corner. 2-on-2. Chebucto coming out with it. Has a man in front. Going to pass it off, but it escapes it and comes back over. 2-on-2 back the other way now, trying to flick that by. Picked up. In through the middle. Hits the end boards. Spinning around. West Hants. From the back end. Hits the end wall and try to chop at that while it's in the hand. Chebucto comes up with it and gets the pass off. Over there to 09, Dylan Smiley, as he shoots it down for an icing. 9:44 now remaining in the third, so we are officially inside. 10 minutes to go in this one. Next game will be at 8 p.m., our final of the day. And we'll be back out with the semifinals tomorrow morning. I believe one at 8, maybe one at 9:30. I'll have to double check that. Moving up ahead, and a nice move to the right side. Shot hits the post. Comes on down for a refuse. Back in along the end boards. It's flicked on into the left side and try to corral. That one's going to hit the end boards. Haven't seen a penalty here yet in the third period. That one's picked up, trying to steer it in ahead. West Hants going to spin it back around. Up 1. It'll be interesting to see how offensive they choose to play. And the whistle goes, and we just like to thank Bear River First Nation for their generous support of our inaugural George Fletcher Invitational. Face off here on the right side. Moving over to the left. That one sent on back at 8:41 to go. We'll try again. Drop down. Hits on the half boards, shot from low. That one steered off the pad into the right side corner. Just a little chip again. Trying to move that one up. It's fired back in around the end boards. Time ticking away here. With Chebucto looking to get it out of their end. They've been shooting and it's been working for them in the third, but still down one with 8:15 to go. So about halfway down our third period. In the corner, stopped there by Chebucto. Moving up along. In over the red line, now the blue, it's sent down. Knocked on back and behind. It'll be a one-on-one heading the other way in a good lane here. Chance still holding on to it. Shot high. Trying to go top shelf was Dykins in 97. Showing a lot of speed and ability to stick with that puck on that rush. Moving up the middle. Bounces off the stick there. Bond, and those ones got to be corralled. Let's try to work that into the offensive zone. Heads back to West Hants. Moving around on the left side. Brought back on. Finding some room. Switching to the back foot, spinning around and finding some more room. Nice play here. Centering pass by Patterson gets intercepted. And Chebucto looking to move it back the other way. Solo mission for number 23, Nathan Jollymore, but it's cut off. And now 7:04 left to go in the third as we're down the stretch here of game 2 of 3. And this place continues to fill up for our late game and getting a good show here to finish off our second game, that one rolling high. Chebucto now in the offensive zone for the first time in a little bit. Trying to tie that scheme up. Hits the blue line, chop that, free puck in the middle, quick shot, save. And a nice one there off the stick of Quinn Martin, who has the right idea. Pick that bad boy up and fire it on. That's what's been working for him. Whistle goes. Face off will be here to the left. Tied up in the middle. West Hants coming out with it. Finding some open room as they'll move it up ahead. Brought back in. Stopping up as they get worked into the boards. Picked up over to the left side. Sent. Chased after. Smiley trying to get that one. Gets it over to the right side. Chased after and back in behind. Lazzarotto picks it up. Lazzarotto into the right. Steers it on. Brought in just by a hair. 6 minutes remaining. And they just blind fire that Smiley as it heads all the way down. Then gotta go for an icing. Won't turn over. Is a little too quick. Oh, and a great chance. You got to be careful with that. Dowd and Haynes is a good chance for West Hants off of nothing there. Up through the middle, left side now. Brought back on and hits the glove and goes wide. Another chop at it, which will send the puck down for an icing here. 5:32 now remaining. .532 remaining, and now just 3 shots is the difference. Top of the circle. Picked up, West Hants. Into a shin pad, a hard shot by Dykins. Plays back in around. In along the boards. Oh, and that stick came up, and now they're gonna, and a big hack and swing the other way. Hopefully that doesn't cancel out for Chebucto, who just drew a power play. Frustrated about getting bonked in the head. And to the box is Jay Lake. And now an opportunity with 5:10 remaining, a good chance to tie it up. As I think that stick just came down as the player was going down. And a great chance here. We'll have the face-off on the right side. 1 goal game with 5:10 to go. 2 minutes of power play time here for Chebucto. Kept in on the blue line. Shot stopped. West Hants trying to steer by. Gets chipped in behind. Jay Lake biting his fingernails as he sits in the box. Chebucto holds. Over to the left side. Brought back on. Holding it in. Quick shot. Blocker save. Heads over. Jumping up on it. Trying to get that pass across. Connects. Shot from distance. That one off the end of the stick of McFetridge, who has one already in this period. Up the boards. That one's going to escape. Minute 12 left to go in the power play. Played over. Lead pass stopped. In along the end boards. Gets it over. Pass connects. Trying to get that back, and it'll just be dished in behind. 3:58 left to go. Picked up. Making some moves into the offensive zone, still with it. Shot, that one's gonna be knocked by Brown, who's had a quiet third period after being all over it in the first two, but Brown trying to play his best when it matters most. Oh no, and the extra hit. But that might be a 5-on-3, as just as we were saying it, Brown got the hold in on him, and with 25 seconds, it'll be 5-on-3 for 25. And then a power play, and not a great move there by number 77, the captain. As he held on, got the arm in there, and now with 3:35 to go, huge opportunity for Chebucto, and it doesn't get much clearer than this. Drop down on the right side. That one stopped in front. Backhand, shot, save made. It's loose for a moment. Comes back to the line. Shot from distance. Drops down in front. Backhand. Oh, and a toe save. In behind. Still with it. Chebucto, 9 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Have a man in front. Elects to hold on. Pass across, and it's too far. The no-looker can't connect. One penalty ends, but the other one continues. Still 1:34 on it. Worked out in front. On the back, Chebucto's got to act quick. Down along the half wall. It's fished out, passed off. Chance here for the shot. Holds on. Oh, no one can't get the shot off, and you got to get the shot off there. All sorts of room on the power play. Quinn Martin can't pull the trigger, and it heads back the other way, but Chebucto going for another rush here. 2:37 to go, a minute left to go in the power play. Hits the side of the net. Trying to hold in is Patterson. Some pressure coming there. Freeze on out for Sire. Sire fans on it. Back to the blue line. Down to the right side corner. 44 seconds. Picked up, and that one's going to go at least a little further. And it'll head all the way back. 2:10 now. West Hants trying to hang on here. 30 seconds in the power play. Drop back shot into the glass. That high glass keeps the play alive. Back over there to McFetridge. Shot. Stopped. 19 seconds on the power play. They're going to go for a skate. Jumping right around. West Hants on the left side. Stops. Shot in behind. Back on it. Moving up. Kept in, and and a tight offside, and that'll be the end of the power play. And some frustration there for the captain. And he looks puzzled out there. Number 23, Nathan Jollymore. And 95 seconds to go, down one, and we're now up to even shots, but the 5-on-3 killed off, and Chebucto has had the share of the power plays. They had 3 in the first period, have had a few more since then. And it remains a 1-goal lead here for West Hants. We approach the final minute. Up the boards. Sent on. Oh my goodness, and it almost rolls in as they tried to play it. hits the goal, was waiting for the icing and hoping, and that would have been one way to see this thing end. Into the feet. Oh, it just gets enough of it. And now we are officially a minute remaining. A minute remaining, a cut down move on the left side. Offside again. .58 remaining. It's been an exciting last few moments. And third period in general started out with some goals from Chebucto to put them right back in it. West Hants holding on by the skin of their teeth. Over, turned over in front, shot, big glove save, gonna keep this puck moving, 45 seconds. Up the left side. It's picked up, stretch pass makes it across. In towards the middle, goalie leaving, half hesitantly. It's tied up down low, trying to chip that by. Picked up by Dykins. Dykins 1-on-2. Chebucto's got to stay with them. Dykins shot misses. 23 seconds though. Maybe one last rush here for Chebucto. Tied up through the middle. Kicked up ahead. Brought in on the offside. Have to wait and tag up. And that might just do it as they got to tag up, which will kill 5 valuable seconds. Full court press coming in here. 6 to go. Back to the line. Shoot blocked. Another chance at it, and that will do it. Many looks, but no dice for Chebucto as West Hants with a nice genuine celebration down there, holding on in the third. And a frustrated Chebucto team, but that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports with game number 2. We're gonna be back in 10 minutes for the nightcap. The West Colchester taking on the hometown Cougars. We're gonna see you shortly.